Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I hope and pray every one of us is doing excellent. And then, inshallah, we continue our grammar lessons today with نصب الفعل المضارع. نصب الفعل المضارع. Now, what this topic means is we've already learned what a present tense verb is. And we've learned that the present tense verb starts with some particular letters. Where I said the letters can be grouped into an A2. I don't know if you've said that here, but then a present tense verb either begins with Hamza or Nun or Yai or Ta. So you see Azhabu or Tazhabu or Nazhabu or Yadhabu. A present tense verb definitely must start with one of these four. Hamza, Ta, Nun, Yai. Definitely. So we have verbs like Yadhabu, we have verbs like Uridu. They are Af'al Mudari'a. They are present tense verbs. Now, one thing about present tense verb, when it stands alone, is that it ends in Dhamma. It ends in Dhamma. We are just introducing the Nasb al-Fi'l al-Mudari. We are introducing the topic. Dhamma such as this, Uridu. That's how, and something like Yasurru, it ends in Dhamma. Basically, present tense verb ends in Dhamma. Now, there are cases in Arabic when you are speaking, the present tense verb does not take the Dhamma, rather it changes to other vowels. Instead of Uridu, you hear Urida. You hear something like Urid. You hear something like Yasurru. Instead of Yasurru, then you hear Yasurra. The vowels that we know that the present tense verb should end with changes when it falls in some particular cases in the sentence. So basically, al-fi'l al-mudari basically is marfu'. It is nominative. That is to say, it ends in Dhamma. But then in this lesson, we are going to learn cases where the fi'l mudari will rather end in fatha instead of Dhamma. That is what we call nasbul fi'l al-mudari. Cases when present tense verb ends with fatha or ends in the accusative case. Al-amthila, examples. Uridu and now Uridu here we note that Uridu ends with Dhamma. I think that is very clear for us. Uridu ends with Dhamma. It is a present tense verb. I want. And Uhsina, Uridu is a present tense verb. Uhsin is also a present tense verb. But we realize Uridu ends with Dhamma. Uhsin ends with Fatha. Uridu and Uhsina as-sibaha. I want to perfect swimming. As-sibaha is swimming. Then it says, Arju an ya'tadila al-jaw. I wish that the atmosphere, al-jaw, as we've seen previously, just the topic that we left, an ya'tadila, to become normal. I wish the atmosphere will become normal. That is, will settle. Okay. Arju an ya'tadila al-jaw. Here too you see the fatha there. Yasurruni, it excites me, and tazurani, that you visit me. Here too we see tazura. Tazura ends with fatha. Instead of tazuru, we read tazura. Yasurruni, it makes me happy, and tazurani, that you visit me. And then we have example number 4, lan akziba. Lan akziba. I will not lie. We see the fatha again here. Instead of akdhibu, say akdhiba. Lan means will not. And then we read again, number 5. Lan yafuza. We see the fatha again. Al-kaslan. Al-kaslan is a lazy person. The lazy person will not succeed. And then we have lan adriba, another fatha. Al-qitta. I will not hit the cat. I will not beat the cat. Okay. Now, I deliberately left the reasons why these verbs are taking fatha because I want to leave it to the author to explain to us. Okay, so let's see some more examples. I think he will add some more examples down here. Okay. These are even more. We have idhan. Example number 7. Idhan tuqima indana. Then you stay with us. Tuqima from the verb aqama. Aqama means to stay at a place. Idhan tuqima indana. If so, you stay with us. Now, this expression, what is it used for? That is what he put into bracket here for us. This long thing he put into bracket for us is he is explaining to us what we use this short sentence for. Idhan tuqimu indana. Idhan tuqima indana. Afwan, another fatha. Idhan tuqima indana. If so, then you stay with us. When do you say this? You say this when tujibu bidhalika. You use that to respond. Man qala sa'azuru madinatakum. You use that to respond to somebody who says, I will visit your city or your town. If somebody tells you, sa'azuru madinatakum, I will visit your town, you tell the person, if so, then you come and stay with me. That is idhan tuqima indana. Instead of tuqimu, say tuqima indana. Okay. Similarly, you say idhan tarbaha tijaratuka. Tarbaha, another fatha here. Tijaratuka. If so, then your business will flourish or you gain profit. Tarbah from ribh, profit. If so, then your business will gain profit from your business or your business will flourish. That also, you use it to respond to somebody who says sa'akunu aminan. Ay tujibu bidhalika man qala sa'akunu aminan. You use that to respond to somebody who says, I will be truthful or I'll be trustworthy or I'll be sincere. You tell the person, isn't tarbaha tijaratuka. Somebody is a business person and he tells you this. You tell the person, then your business will flourish. Idhan tarbaha tijaratuka. And again, number 9, idhan yafsud al-hawa. Like this, yafsud al-hawa. أي تجيب بذلك من قال سأغلق النوافذ. You use that to respond to the one who says سأغلق النوافذ. I will close the windows. النوافذ is the plural of نافذة. نافذة, a window. If somebody tells you I will close the windows, then you tell the person إذن يفسد الهواء. Then the air will be polluted. Fasada yafsudu. The air will be polluted, or the air will just will be corrupted if that stands. Just like I've closed the window here and all that, it makes the air some way. Okay, so al-hawa is air, and then yafsuda to be corrupted or to be polluted. Okay, number 10, he tells us ji'itu kay ata'allam. Ji'itu kay ata'allam. I came so as to learn. That is, I came to learn. Ji'itu, I came from ja'a. Kay ata'allam. I came so that I will learn. Now you see ata'allama, the fatha is there. Kharajtu, I went out. Kay atanazzaha, so as to catch some cool time. At-tanazzuh is recreation or refreshment or catching some good cool air. That is what we call tanazzuh. So if I say kharajtu kay atanazzah, I went out for some cool air, or I went out for a walk. You say I went out for a walk. Then again we have أتعلم كي أخدم الوطن. أتعلم كي أخدم الوطن. I am learning so as to serve my homeland. Al-Watan, homeland or country. Okay. Now let's go to the explanation. أتعلم كي أخدم الوطن. أخدم is from خدمة, service. Okay, I'm studying so as to serve my country. That's why from here in Ghana, when you graduate, you do khidmatul watan. You serve, you do national service. Okay. Now, in explaining, the writer says, yashtamilu. Let's keep this expression. Yashtamilu, it comes with ala. You see yashtamilu, you see ala, or ishtamala ala, to contain. Okay. يشتمل كل مثال من الأمثلة السابقة. Each example among the previous examples contains يشتمل على, contains فعل مضارع, a present tense verb, قبله, before that, أحد الأحرف الأربعة, one of these four huruf. Huruf, as I've said, is articles, small words like that. They don't really have any much meaning by themselves, but then they refer, their meanings, they affect other words. Articles, that is from the prepositions, adverbs, and all this stuff. Okay. We have, he says, each example among the previous examples contains, يشتمل على, contains فعل مضارع, contains فعل مضارع, a present tense verb, قبله, I before the present tense verb, أحد الأحرف الأربعة, one of the four huruf, and the huruf are what he's going to mention to us, and lan, idhan, and kay. You see, I told you the dot is very important. You should put the dot, is very clear. Now this design is some way. When you put the dots, it's safe and very clear. Okay. وَإِذَا تَأَمَّلْتَ, and if you should ponder over or look at آخِرَ كُلَّ مُضَارِعٍ, if you look at the end of each present tense verb, مسبوق, that is preceded بواحد من هذه الأحرف الأربعة, preceded with one of these four letters we are just seeing, or four words we are just seeing. في هذه الأمثلة وفي غيرها, in these examples and others like it. Okay. وجدته منصوبا, you find it to be mansub, that is, you find it to be accusative. ولكنك, but if you should إذا حذفت, if you delete هذا الحرف, if you delete this letter, when the letter is there, the ending is mansub. ولكنك إذا حذفت هذا الحرف, if you delete this harf, وجدت الفعل مرفوعا, you realize that the verb will go back to taking its dhamma. So if you say أريد أن أزور, and you take off the an, you say azuru. When you take off these letters, an, then the lan, and then kay, and idhan, you take them off, the present tense verb that comes will now take dhamma. It won't take the fatha again. Okay, so he says وَمِن ذَلِكَ, and from that, or due to that, يُفْهَمُ, it is understood, أَنَّ هَذِهِ الْأَحْرُفَ, that these letters or these words, تنصب الفعل المضارع, it makes the فعل المضارع الذي يأتي بعدها, that comes after it, mansub, it makes it take fatha, basically. So when a present tense verb comes after one of these four, then the present tense verb will now take fatha instead of its original dhamma. Now, Al-Qaeda, the ruling or the grammatical ruling we can take from this lesson is ينصب الفعل المضارع. A present tense verb is made mansub or is given that fatha or is made into the accusative case متى سبقه أحد النواصب الأربعة. One of these, and nawasib is the plural of nasibun, and the plural is an-nawasib, and the an-nawasib is the letters that makes the present tense verb take fatha. They cause the present tense verb to be mansub, so we call them an-nawasib. Okay. ينصب الفعل المضارع متى سبقه أحد النواصب الأربعة. When one of these four letters or four letters that makes a word accusative precedes a present tense verb, the present tense verb takes fatha. وهي, and the four are an, lan, idhan, and kay. Now, this is for memorization, the qaida. So you keep reading it about 10 times, I'm sure it will stick. ينصب الفعل المضارع متى سبقه أحد النواصب الأربعة هي أن لن إذن كي. You do it like that, gradually it will stick. Now, let me take you back to the examples and indicate to you where they are clearly, so that it wouldn't be your own, you wouldn't go struggling to find how they affect the present tense verb. Let's show the relation, the correlation. Now here, Uridu ends with Dhamma. Okay, let me take that off. We have an here, and there is a present tense verb after it. So the present tense verb ends in fatha. So you have an, and a present tense verb comes after it. It affects the present tense verb and it makes it take fatha. Number two, you have your an here, and you see ya'tadila. You have an again here, and you see tazura. It ends in fatha. So here we realize that an is the cause. It's one of the an-nawasib. It is a nasibun. Okay. Here too you see lan comes before the present tense verb and it ends in fatha. You see another lan comes before the present tense verb yafuzu and it becomes yafuza. And then adribu becomes adriba because of this lan. So lan is also a nasib. So when you are reading a text and there is no vowel, but you see one of these, you read the text with that vowel. These are the things that guides us into reading with the right vowels. When you see an and a present tense verb comes like this, you know, oh, I'm supposed to put it in the accusative case. So you go ahead and read it rightly. You don't need the vowels. That is how some are able to read without vowels. That is just the secret. Okay. Now let's go down. We have idhan also here, and it precedes a present tense verb. So to qima, it comes with fatha. We have idhan. Tarbahu becomes tarbaha, ends with fatha. Another idhan here, and yafsudu becomes yafsuda. So we realize here that the correlation, the fatha is there because of the idhan. If you take the idhan off, it will now read tuqimu, tarbahu, yafsudu. I hope this portion is clear. And then our last one, we have kay. After kay, ata'allama, and then we see fatha there. We have kay again, and then atanazzah, ends with fatha. Then we have another kay here, and then it ends akhduma. Akhdumu now ends with fatha. We say akhduma, kay akhduma. And the meanings, and basically means two. Mostly that's how it. Uridu an usina, I want to. Arju an ya'tadila, I wish that here it changes. I wish that the weather settles. Yasurni an tazurani, it excites me that you visit me. Lan means will not. Okay. As against lam, which is did not. Lam did not. We will come and see it very soon. And idhan means then, or if so. Kay means so as to. Okay. I think this much is okay, so that we don't get overwhelmed. What you do is you read over, You try the assignments. I forget to mention this. You try the assignments, and wherever there is any difficulty, I'm very, very available to assist. Inshallah. Okay, so we leave it here till we meet again in subsequent lessons. Have a good, inshallah, have a good grammar time, and I hope you enjoy the lessons. Whatever suggestions that you have, inshallah, we are ready to accept it and then help better the lessons. The goal is to make Arabic easy for all of us. Okay, thank you very much. See you again next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bye bye.